In this tutorial, I'd like to show you how to add other shapes to a pre-existing shape in a document. To do that, you have to go to your shapes, and clicking that, you can go and see many other shapes. You learned in the last tutorial about how to make shapes, that you can add all of the shapes here by clicking on this over drop-down box. They're already there. So I could sort of pre-plan something here with my fish, but I could also just do random ones to see if perhaps something comes up later. I think I'm going to do this seaweed looking thing. Now before I draw this, I'd like to hover over top of a couple of these options for adding shapes. So you could create a new shape layer, and that would be the very first button that we're on. But there are also 4 others that interact differently. There is this one where you add the shape to the area. So if I was to draw this plant over top of this other fish, it's going to add the shape to the area. So that just means it's going to add another shape. Oh, excuse me, I made it on a new layer right there because it didn't work. Let's try that again. So now it's on the add to area. I thought that looked fishy. Drunch. Okay, so that has now added to the area. It's the same shape, it's the same layer. It's added that shape to the pre-existing shape. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo to go through the other options. This, let's hover over top of it. This subtracts from the area. So in theory, once I make the plant over top, this should take away from the area that was pre-existing. Notice that it did not create a new layer, so it is changing the shape that was already there. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that. This next shape intersects the shape areas. So that's only going to allow the area where the shapes are overlapping or intersecting to show up. Notice that a new shape layer was not created. Going to hit Control Z to undo that last one. And then this last option here, it excludes the overlapping shape. So it's kind of the opposite of what we just saw. So that excludes the overlapping shape. I like that one. I'm going to leave that one there for the next video.